And the talk is on.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, JNS Talks. I'm Sho and this is Joe.
What up, everybody?
And yes, we're back despite saying that
Definitely back.
we were going to be back sooner, but things happen. Life just happens.
Shit happens.
And everything just went to shit after COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an excuse, but COVID really did take a toll on us.
Yeah, the whole pandemic in general, you know, it took a toll, emotionally, well, physically, emotionally, and, just everythingly.
Yeah. So the lessons that we learned during the pandemic, we're going to apply it to just now. I mean, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
so
might as well. And yeah, like, there should never be an excuse, first of all.
Yeah.
So.
Like, that's it. 2022.
It's here, that's it, whatever.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so there was a lot to be learned.
Yeah.
First of all.
In the beginning of the pandemic, everyone had like a united front.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Like in general,
people, too. Yeah. People started getting sick. Oh, the text came. How you doing? Checking up on you, making sure you're not dead. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, beautiful. The way
and then the group chats. For one day.
How many group chats?
One day.
Yeah,
or
for
1 week.
A week.
And then after that, it was silent.
Even though the lockdown was like forever.
Yeah, but people used that lockdown to have parties, barbecue, all that shit.
Yeah.
Because remember, the lockdown happened as the weather was getting warmer.
Yeah, March 2020.
So
it's gonna be almost 2 years.
And that's, oh wow, time flies.
It really does.
And that's where we realized certain people were all talk. Right? They didn't show no action behind what they were saying. All that fake concern was just fake concern.
Oh yeah, like, and people tend to do that, like in general, but during the pandemic, it was that much worse. Like people, it was, because at the beginning it was like, especially since it was like this whole big, oh my god, people are gonna die and all this.
Yeah.
People were like, oh my god, and then as I feel like it's a two-pronged thing. It's just how people are after time passes by. But then people started getting the unemployment.
Oh,
and it's just like people just went like everywhere, like just scattered around. Like, when somebody turn on the lights and the roaches go like this way and that way.
Yeah.
It was like that. So like, like you would think that the roaches would go all to the same spot, right?
Yeah.
But they all go different ways. And that's the same thing that happened with people.
Yeah.
As soon as like a little bit of time and that money started coming through.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
it's like all the irresponsible people who got money blew it off with the rest of the irresponsible people. Everyone that had their priorities straight, they turned out to be loners.
Yeah.
But they're not the ones suffering now.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's another discussion for another day.
But yeah, it's in the same realm of how people just, just go like the united front.
Yeah.
Right? Your family wants to, oh yeah, I'm here for you, whatever you need, the group chats that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, boom, everybody just goes totally different ways.
Yeah.
They don't hit you up. Like at first it was like, how you doing? You staying safe? Blah, 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 blah. And then after a little bit of, after a while, say about a month or two, that's when, everything, feel like, people, like I say, people over time, they just talk shit and then they don't act on it. And then at the same time, that money came through. So it was just like, boom, everybody went their own way. And you just, like a dumbass, Like this happened to me. Like a dumbass. It's like I'm in a room, I'm sitting here in this chair, and it's like the United Front is right here. And in the group chat, like I'm with my people, and they just went boom. And I'm just still sitting here waiting to see if they're gonna come. And they never came.
Yeah.
They left me.
That shit.
So that goes like into this basically kind of blends into the topic that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. Which is basically how people just don't upkeep the relationship, and you shouldn't be the one to keep on reaching out. And at one point, do you say, that's it, I'm not going to anymore?
Yeah, because that is true. That is true.
More
at
specifically,
one point,
parents.
At what point do you just say enough is enough?
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that learn that their parents aren't what they say they are also. I mean, family and friends in general, but a lot of people learn that people don't know how to manage their money. They want to be with people who will just, it's all about the fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily want to be there like how you say you do or how you say you will. And then a lot of people use COVID as an excuse not to come physically to check on you or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, no, you definitely got a point right there, because let me tell you something. I don't mean to like, blow. You know what? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, people, I'm the one in my family that needs to always, I need to reach out. It's like nobody hits me up. Yet people they say they hit me up, but my phone is here. I got my phone right here where I could show you. Nobody has hit me up. You know what? Verizon got my bill, and it will show you that that I've tried to reach out back then. Yeah, not recently. I admit that. I have not reached out, because you know what? It's like you said, when is enough, right?
Yeah. And
to me, enough was like a year or two ago, because that's it. I'm not gonna keep going with that. And you know what? This is right now. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
What?
I'm gonna send a message, because people, they're gonna watch it and whatever. I'm gonna put it on Instagram, wherever the case may be. And this goes out to in general, to people, to parents. You know what? You can't expect for your kid to always be hitting you up. You know what I mean? Another thing is, you can't say that somebody, for example, my wife is controlling me. And if anybody knows me, I'm a hard motherfucker to deal with. Like, I'm not that type for people to be like, for a woman to, I'm not trying to say nothing about you, right? Because you don't control me. You always have always been, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And people should know that. People should know when they see you about that, but people are fucking idiots.
It's like they live in their own reality.
And to be real, like, I don't know what the hell has happened in people's minds that they think that for some reason I will be manipulated.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh yeah, Joe doesn't bring his kids around the family because of her. No, it's not because of her. From the beginning, this is way back 10 years ago. I did not leave my home because I left my house at the age of 19 because I was sick and tired of the shit that my family was talking about. And I know the reason I'm saying is because I know a lot of people could relate to this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of fucking people could relate to this shit, and they don't say it. Being with your spouse
is the number one reason, I think.
There you go.
Why family, and especially parents, where that relationship gets muddy.
And like I said, how can you say, you know me, you know my family knows me, that I'm not that type. When I was in high school, I was the dude pumping metal, brolic as fuck. Everybody wanted to be tight with me. Everybody was like, oh my God, yo. And then you want to just like say that somebody's controlling me. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't stop putting that shit in your head that the reason why you don't get to see my son was because of her. Because that is the biggest bullshit. Because let me tell you, I'm the one that she did not drag me. The people that were in that car that night when I left, they know why I left.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the car.
Yo, I didn't even know.
She wasn't in the car. Somebody in that car provoked the shit out of me. So what did I do? I got the fuck, stopped, parked the car, went to my house, got my clothes, moved in with you. And she was surprised as hell. They thought that it was just gonna be like a weekend thing and that's it.
Yeah, it was Memorial weekend.
And I said, no, I am tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of the bullshit. And that's why I left. Anybody that says that if you have heard, it's Shoba is the one that she controls me, get the fuck out of here, okay? Because one, if she was to do that, we wouldn't be together.
Yeah, I feel like anybody that is with someone that's controlling that,
and especially me, like the first day you'd be like, oh no, you can't do that. No, I'm still gonna do it either way.
Yeah.
And if you got a real problem with that, it's like, no, okay, so that's it. It is what it is. And people should know that that's how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yo soy acelerado. People know that. In Spanish, that means that you're very accelerated. I'm like, I don't play that shit. You know, like, so now you guys know I don't play that shit. So anybody that want to talk shit, you know what? Talk shit directly to me. I invite you to talk shit.
Yeah.
And this is a comment section if you don't want to call me. And to those that say that oh, you have hit me up, you're a fucking liar. Because nobody has hit me up. The only person that hits me up is my own father. And as soon as he calls me or as soon as he texts me, I call him and text him back. After almost 2 years, last week, my mother called.
Not even call.
Not call. Text. Let's fix that. It wasn't even a call. It was a text. So, as soon as you texted me, I texted you back. Don't say that I don't answer my phone or whatever it is that you guys have in your narrative or you guys want to believe. But let me tell you something. That is some bullshit that that all y'all motherfuckers got in your head. That, oh yeah, I want to isolate myself from you guys. No, y'all motherfuckers did that shit to yourselves. By acting the way y'all acted. And we gave y'all a chance. We was all good, and I don't know what the fuck happened. We was all good. Like, what happened?
Beats me. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, parents that usually have a problem, or no, family in general that usually have a problem with someone, is based on their spouse.
And
just
like,
because,
like, you know what? I hate that I got to do it this way, but fuck it. You know, like, if the best way to talk to a lot of people, because a lot of people need to see that, needs to hear my side of the story, because I'm pretty sure that they ramble and talk like fucking victims.
yeah,
When at the end of the day, I'm the one by myself. At the end of the day, nobody fucking calls me. People want to hit you up on Facebook. Why the fuck you don't hit me up? But no, you want to go through her, so then I could. No, if you want to talk to me, if you want to tell me happy birthday, just, you don't gotta call me. You could text me. You could Facebook me. You could Instagram me. You could do whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, what the fuck? I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's the narrative that people say to make themselves feel better.
And then,
and it's not just us. It's just,
yeah, it's
a lot of married couples go through this.
And the reason why I'm sharing it is because I know that a lot of couples go through this shit. Even if you're not a couple, even just like regular, you know, people that have like kids that have gone and done their own thing.
Yeah.
They go through this same shit too.
Yeah.
And you know what? Don't fucking feel bad.
People who go through other careers, like I know back in the days, or even like West Indian parents, if you're not a lawyer, if you don't become a lawyer or a nurse or a doctor or something, that is such a big deal.
And that's pretty much everywhere, you know? Let's be real.
Yeah. Like, let's say you want to be an artist, like a freelancer or something like that.
Yeah.
People see that as wasting your time or not getting the right education or whatever the case may be. But people don't, well, nowadays, people are realizing that going to school is overrated.
Yeah, it is.
Unless it's something that you actually want to do and you actually need a degree, you don't necessarily have to complete 8 years.
Unless it's a science, to me, if you're doing any type of liberal arts degree, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, I think you're really wasting your time, because at the end of the day, any liberal arts degree could land you another, like with a criminal justice degree, you could do a whole bunch of bullshit. And with a whole bunch of, and with a psychology degree, you could do whatever other bullshit a criminal justice degree could do. Like, it's the same jobs.
You know I mean, they all have their common denominator. But
they're all liberal arts.
The main thing in having a relationship and maintaining a relationship is to be supportive, no matter if you don't like the person's spouse, if you don't like the fact that they had kids before marriage, if they don't follow the career or did whatever you wanted to do. You don't control that person's life. You want to complain about other people controlling their life, or they're doing stuff based on someone else's wants and needs, or whatever the case is. But you're doing the same thing, and it's worse because you're the one who raised them, or you're the one who grew up with them, and now you're doing a complete 180.
Yeah, and they don't think how that hurts. Because at the end of the day, that shit, you know, that shit hurts. Because it's like, wow, just because I fell in love, now it's like, you disowning me? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
in a way. But then they want to say that it's you. Yeah. Or it's me.
Yeah. They want to blame the other person. Oh, yeah, you changed because of her. She's the one that's changing you, or him.
No, okay, yeah, it's changing. You know what changing that is? Growing up.
That's called growing
because
up.
it's not the same 13-year-old boy that you were able to manipulate and mold to how you want it to be viewed. Now it's a 30-year-old where the blindfold finally slipped, or basically you helped take that blindfold off from your actions.
But you know what's funny in my case?
Mm.
Even when I was 13, nobody manipulated me. They
No, I
knew
know.
that I was kind of a like, I had my own fucking, I did whatever the fuck I wanted.
Well, yeah, there's you doing whatever you wanted, but I mean like you viewing people a certain way, or just, I don't know, like you having this idea about your family, and then now as you grow up you really see it for what it is. I mean, that's just how people are in general.
Yeah,
not necessarily you.
But my thing is with my family is that they know, or at least they should have known, that nobody's gonna change me.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't able to change me if y'all wanted to. What you think? Do you think that somebody else is really gonna do that? Do you think that somebody else could threaten me with my own kids, and I'm gonna stay with that person? Do you think I'm that type of person? You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure that people have said, "Oh yeah, like the only reason that he's with her is because of the kids." Like,
oh my god,
I hate that. Like, yeah, let's bring that up.
Yo,
nobody.
We have been hearing that.
Let's be real.
2010.
Nobody, for the most part, stays with somebody because of some fucking kids. And I'm gonna say it just like that. You know why? I've seen great parents that have raised kids and they're not with their spouse, with their baby mama or baby daddy. You know what I mean? I have grown my cousins. I got 2 cousins that I could say they're good. I could say one cousin is their parents were divorced, and he's good money.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Even when I saw that, I was like, you know what? It's true. You don't need to stay with your spouse to raise a kid.
Yeah.
And you don't. And there's so many families like that. You know, they're not together, but yet they're a family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like back in the days, people co-parented better than now. Now you got social media messing everything up.
Yeah, social media is definitely a factor.
You just have everything.
And that's another thing that happened in my situation. Social media kicked the shit off. Because you know what? People take shit. One, in social media, if you don't know what somebody is talking about, mind your fucking business. Yeah. You know what? Mind your fucking business. Because I don't know if they used it as a fucking excuse, or was it or they really felt some type of way, but that's how this whole shit popped off.
Well, no, that had to be an excuse.
Yeah,
it's just
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just saw something and just like blew it the hell up.
Wow, it's crazy how I had to drink because this shit gets me tight. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna chop a portion, drop it on Instagram since y'all like to be on my fucking Instagram so much, and have a dose of what I feel. Cause that motherfucker is stupid.
Yeah, and that's another reason why people don't mess with their families. The gossiping, the gaslighting, the instigating.
Exactly. Let's talk about that. Let's slow down and talk about the gossip and the gaslighting. How they want you to think that you're the one that's fucking up.
Yeah.
But in reality, they're the fuck ups. They're the one that's instigating shit.
Yeah.
Gossiping, telling this one, oh yeah, this he's he like or she's saying this and he's doing that, like, you know, in whatever situation you might be in. Now I'm generalizing it,
Yeah.
but you know, from my experience, they try to, you know, they talk amongst themselves, they convince themselves that they're right. You know, who's gonna tell them they're wrong? Nobody, because
Nobody,
we're
because
not there.
they all support the same shit.
Exactly. So, and they it's like they want to believe that they're right so bad that they start talking to everybody. Because I found out like lately that somebody that I really cared about, we were cool. She was even listening to my side of the story, and out of the blue, that's it. It was just like even told
crazy.
like said a whole bunch of bullshit that I knew that my family was talking shit about
like,
you.
It didn't even make sense.
It didn't even fucking make sense.
It was like, oh yeah, I don't understand why he's there with you and not with his family. First of all, we're married. We have our own family.
I got 3 kids. Yeah, like first of all, for people that don't get that, I have my own family. I have 3 kids and a wife and a home.
Yeah.
I live here. This is my TV right there in the back. Like, I don't know. I don't know my TV, but this is my home. This is where I live. I have a fucking family that goes first.
Yeah.
If I don't put them first, then what am I gonna do?
That's the thing with some families. They dead ass live by, oh, blood is thicker than water, right?
Yeah.
But that only applies to, okay, let's say your spouse. Obviously, we don't share the same blood, but I have your kids. Do you have your kids?
They have my blood.
So that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't understand why he's not with his family, but he's there with you.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
We have a good relationship. We get along. It couldn't get any better between us.
Like, what? I don't understand what can a person do? Like, how much can a person do to make someone say, I must have the magic potion or something?
Exactly, because it's like everything is your fault.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know what? Like, let people dwell on. Let them dwell on it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because you know what? They know that they know who they are. You know what? You think about how dumb you fucking sound.
But that's the excuse. That's the thing. They stopped reaching out to you. So when people ask them, oh, where's Joe at? How is he? Whatever. And they don't know and they can't say where you are or what you're up to.
They just start talking shit.
They say, yeah, oh, his wife doesn't let him come over or contact us or whatever the case may be.
Which is bullshit. Mentira.
Yeah.
Mentira.
And we're not the only ones that go through it. So, which is why we're doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1, to clear the air. And 2, to let anyone else know that if you're in a similar situation or the same thing, just block out the noise and just live your life.
Just do it. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you because let me tell you something. We were close to breaking up.
Yeah.
Because of these outside factors. Because at the end of the day, they're outside factors. Once you have a family, you have a wife or a serious girlfriend or a baby mama,
mm-hmm.
and you have you know what I mean? You have a kid with your girl, baby mama, obviously. You have a family. And you need to realize that, you know how they say family goes first? Well, guess what? You just made your own family.
So they should go first.
That family goes first now. Then your other family goes. Because you know what? You have a kid that relies on you.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't rely on you yet for like dudes. But he's going to rely on you, or she. Like, or you know what? Like, you need to put it in your head that they need to, because at the end of the day, once that kid is born, you need to step up right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it when families just ignore that fact that you have a fucking kid.
See, but that they see that kid as a pawn because it's another way for them to control stuff. And when you don't let them control that portion of your life.
Oh yeah, that's another horror
that's when
story.
Things go really like horror.
And that's why I ended up here. Because it was like, oh, why this? Why that? Why this? When it came with my son, like guess what? It's our kid. What the fuck does it have to deal with you?
See, and when people realize that the emotional games and the gaslighting don't work or stopped working, that's when they panic.
Yeah, exactly.
And they start doing a whole bunch of other shit.
They get all the dramatic. They start making all these fucking weird.
That's when the fake profiles pop up. And whatever else. We've been through a lot of shit. Worse shit. Plotting. Like, people actually plotted.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's definitely true.
And at the end of the day, parents or family, they could never just open their eyes and they could never realize, hey, maybe I'm at fault. No, yeah, it has to be, and it's not my spouse. It's not my child. No, it's my child's spouse.
Yeah, they can
it's never... always the outsider, and a lot of times it's the outsider looking in. That's when they realize what type of shit families go through.
Yeah,
or like what they could see, who's the snake, who's the manipulator, who's the gullible one.
But rarely do you have a neutral party. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Usually, the kid, the son, the daughter that has the new family usually gets isolated.
Yeah.
And the bigger the family, the bigger the problem.
Yeah.
You know?
And the closer they live.
Because that's where all the bullshit talking goes. That's where all the bullshit just starts. The gossip, the rumors, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, at the end of the day, it is human nature to talk shit.
Yeah.
But
not really. I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying is that there are some humans that they like that shit.
And those are the toxic people.
Exactly. That's how it is.
Those are the people that don't go anywhere in life.
And and sometimes you land in those families. To be real.
And it's always the person that makes it out is the black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
See, you've always been the one to not like gossip, to not get involved in other people's business and all that stuff.
And
you were the one who just did your own shit. You took your own path in life. And you weren't so clingy to them.
Yeah, like I never been that type to, be, how can I say
like
it?
A mama's boy?
Yeah, I never been a mama's boy because I never been.
But you've never to set it straight though. You've never been an asshole either, Because there's kids.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Who are
So
either mama's boys or they're straight assholes.
Yeah, like exactly. So yeah, you made a good point right there. Cause with all that was happening, with all that happening, and I've never disrespected.
No.
I've
if it would have been anyone else, they would have.
If anything, right now is the most disrespectful, quote unquote, disrespectful I've gotten.
And disrespect for them is being honest.
Yeah, exactly. Cause I'm just being honest. I'm not bullshitting about nothing.
So which brings me to this point. So at what point is too much? Is it too much? Like at what point do you just be like, that's it, I'm cutting it off? Like what was the turning point for you? I mean, you didn't cut off anyone, but I mean you just stopped trying once you saw that no one was
exactly once every single time that somebody will call me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is when you know that people are just using you. It's basically when I notice that people are using me. I just said that.
Then when they call you for something.
Yeah, they will always call me. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. They will either lure me to, oh yeah, pass by over here, and then next thing you know, I have to do something. Maybe something is fucked up. Computer problems.
Yeah.
Plumbing. Done it all.
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay, cool. When I started noticing that, then they just get more like I don't know what was the word for it. Like more, it's like straight up like
expecting you to do it, right?
Yeah, like expecting, like entitlement. That
entitled.
They feel entitled, so they will call me and like every single time that I will call, it will be for just to, hey, how you doing? But then every time they will call, it will be for something.
They're like, oh, can you do this for me? Or at a certain point, it didn't even get to them asking.
Yeah, it was just like, straight
I
up.
need you to do this.
Yeah, like, and if I didn't have time, it would be like, I don't got time. But like you said, I'm not an asshole, and it was my family and shit. And I'll take some time, a little bit of time, do what I gotta do. Help them out with whatever they gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And then after a while, it was just like I will always hope that wasn't the case. It was just like I was giving them more chances and more chances and more chances. That was my mistake. Because as soon as I realized it, but that's when I should have just been like, boop, or tell them like, listen, you're only calling me when you need either this done, you got computer problems, or your car is fucked up, or you want your taxes done, or you want this.
Taxes, tax season, everyone will be blowing up your phone.
Like, it was every year. People will blow it up because I could turbo tax it and I could bullshit their taxes and all that shit. Yeah, out it.
And you know what's worse is like parents who never give credit where it's due. Like they would never admit, at the end of the day, my kid or my brother or my cousin or whoever is really that person, like a good person. Like he really comes through for us. Never have people done that.
Yeah. Like, I never gave like a hard time to my mom growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I always
did good in school.
Did good in school. I was not a problem child. I was, if anything, they like, I was that kid that every parent wanted their kids to be.
So he was the trophy kid. He was the perfect kid.
Yeah, and then as when I moved out, out of high school, she became pregnant. I stepped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like I moved with you when you became pregnant or when you had the kid.
Like what they failed to realize is that would have happened anyway. It just happened
it
sooner.
was gonna happen anyway because my plan was as soon as I build enough money, we're gonna get our own spot.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? But they accelerated it. They like what y'all don't realize is that y'all did it to yourself.
Yeah. Like it just happened sooner than we planned.
And you know what's crazy? That whole thing was close to not happening at all because that was Labor Day weekend. And
it was Memorial.
Yeah, Memorial. My bad. Mixing my things. And I was working at Home Depot. And it was this close. I was like, nah, don't pick me up, just go home. And they were like, oh, we'll pick you up at 125th Street, I think it was. And I was like, all right, fuck it. You know?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, that was the ride that fucked everything up. So, because I think it was a Sunday, they did whatever Sundays we used to go into places and they went somewhere and shit. And that's where everything just went. Woof.
You know what I remember from them? My parents were throwing a barbecue and I specifically called them to be like, oh, come over. We're having a barbecue and you could see the baby. You could spend time with the baby. And they chose to do something else. Like go to the movies or the mall or something.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But then they want to pick you up and then talk shit.
Exactly.
That's what made you like.
That's what really got me thinking because you had told me already.
Yeah.
And then you talking shit and I said it. I'm like, yo, if y'all wanted to see the baby, y'all could have gone, instead of going over here, y'all could have gone 10 minutes away from the house and seen him.
Yeah.
Y'all could have been with him the whole day. But they wanted to have this narrative that you was an evil bitch. Yeah.
Damn, I'm sleepy.
All right, guys. So let's wrap it up with that.
But we say all this.
Yeah, exactly.
To say,
I'm not saying this to get to like. I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off, but like I feel like I need to say it. I'm not doing this to like shit on my family.
Yeah.
It's just that the topic, it just happened to be.
It's just an example.
And in a way it kind of had to be said. And so people could see that you're not alone.
Yeah.
With this. Because you see it through social media. So yeah, you're not alone. I went through this shit. I'm going through this shit.
Yeah, and the pandemic really made people realize.
It really, I wanted to see how far my family was gonna go without contacting me. And there's still some people that haven't contacted me.
That was the first thing. And that was just because it was your birthday and just so she could be like, oh yeah, look, I contacted him.
Yeah, so
because it was after coincidentally a conversation with someone.
Yeah, so like I said,
people are gonna be who they are.
Yeah,
there's no changing it. There's no hoping for something else, for another version of them. It is what it is, and at the end of the day, you just have to live your life and take care of the people who love you. I mean, surround yourselves with people who you know really care and love you and support you.
Yeah.
Instead of dwelling on those who don't.
Yeah. Don't waste your time on people that are just gonna be, talking shit, just the negative in general.
Yeah.
And that's what what we always say. Just always be positive. Mm-hmm. And being positive is doing what you need to do. Which is, if you have a family, take care of your family.
Yeah. So yeah, guys,
Yeah, we're back.
we're back, and that was a story for you guys.
Yeah, damn, that was
Story
personal.
time. Yeah, that got personal.
They got personal real quick.
I know over the years, like certain followers and certain people that I went to school with, I know they've got like a taste of it and always wondered, like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, and
Because there would be points where subs would be thrown. Then you would see pictures put up. Then it would be subs again. And then now it's just like radio silence. Like this is the final straw. Like we're 30.
yeah,
We're not gonna keep doing the same cycle. Our kids are old. They're at the age where they understand.
Yeah, and they do, and they understand,
And they're way more mature than
other kids.
11-year-old and 8-year-old and 6-year-old.
9-year-old.
Yeah,
7-year-old.
Yeah.
You got all of it, and he's about to be 12. He's gonna be a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old.
Whatever. They're mad mature.
Yeah, they're way, especially the two older ones. They way.
And it's not like we're the type to be talking about stuff in front of them. They just pick up on vibes. And
yeah, exactly.
That's the thing
that's
with kids.
One thing that I want to make clear to those people. Not one, never, ever have she or I ever said one bad word about anybody.
Yeah, about anybody.
About anybody in that side of the family.
No, I mean talking about like anybody in general.
Yeah, and
we
exactly.
Just teach them, don't talk bad about
exactly, and exactly. But I'm just saying, just to specify the group of people. But yeah, we don't do that shit because you know what? I'm not raising little bitches.
Yeah,
I got, you know what I mean? I got boys, and I'm definitely not gonna raise them with that bitch shit. You know what I mean? So
like to be gossipy. And
yeah, nah, get the fuck out of here. And yeah, like, and on top of that, I want them to be good people. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, those kids got hearts of gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost worried about the world. That's why I'm teaching them that people are motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? Because that's how good they are.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reason we bought it, because at the end of the day, it definitely had to be said, but also it's a learning experience for people that are going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the younger couples, because this happens with the younger couples a lot more. I think it happens with everybody.
It happens with everybody, but I mean,
in different scales. I feel like the scale goes lower as you get older, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you started early, it's gonna be boom. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be out there to get you.
So yeah, guys, if you have a similar story or you're going through the same things, you already know what to do. Comment.
Yeah, comment. Put a little story, a little, you know, put your experience. Horror story.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, follow. We're back. And we're gonna be putting out way more episodes now.
Yeah. And we're gonna do how you call that?
What?
The new little thing we get. Well, you know what?
Well, you guys will see.
Yeah. That'll be a surprise. Yeah. All right. So that is all. And we're definitely back. So stay tuned. Stay tuned out there. All right, guys.
All right, guys. We're out.
All right, guys. Peace. Thank you.